Okay, so you all know me and I don't have to present myself, but this is the first article, and it's the restaurant Try Thai. And first I'd like to talk about the purpose of the article and the purpose of the section. And the thing is, I've met a few students here in the College of Business specifically that have the desire to okay, I want to graduate and afterwards I want to put out my own business. And the thing is, even though we do learn a lot of useful stuff here in the college, in classes, teaching with, talking with professors and everything, there's always going to be those little details and those little things that you can't learn unless you're out in the real world. And that was the purpose of the section, to go out and interview, real world entrepreneurs and learn from their experience, so we can take it from their own experience without having to go through their challenges, learning from them, right away. So I was just walking through Mesa and I had no idea who to interview. All I knew was what I was going to do. I was going to interview a business owner about their experience as an entrepreneur. And all of a sudden I see this nice place and I saw the banner, so well, it's probably nice as a first try. So I walked into the business and I was received by the receptionist / manager, who his name is Sergio Sanchez. And I just presented myself kind of like what Elisa did. I just gave her my name, the organization, our purpose, the purpose of the article, and what we were doing, and a general introduction. And he was like, sure, give me a few minutes and I'll go give the information to Ms. To Sai. He said, and I was like, Sai, and the inside I was like, well, what's that? But of course I didn't ask that. Yeah, it's not a very Hispanic related name. I'm not related to very Asian last names. So she comes back, she's a very young lady, and okay, I'm sorry about that, but I think she's in one of the last ones, so I'm gonna have to wait for that. And one of the things we talked about, the first one was, one of the things she actually told me not to mention in the essay, but to tell it to the students. And the first question was how she was able to finance her business as she was starting out. Because sometimes you might have the greatest idea, but unless you go with the elevator pitch you did in Chicago, it's kind of hard to finance it. So the way she did it was through student loans. Because right now she's part of the military, and although the military has been covering all of her school costs, to finance the business, she used the fact that she was still a student. And that's something she wasn't very proud of, so she asked me not to mention it in the article. But, we're students. So, challenges and opportunities. Okay, the first challenge is, as I was talking with Edgar the other day, Edgar Villasana, and he told me about how before Try Thai came into place, there used to be a buffet place there. So the first challenge was that people would walk into the business and with the prejudice that since it was an Asian place, an Asian cuisine place, they would expect to see a buffet bar. And also because of the fact that before Try Thai came into place, there used to be a buffet bar, so they would have kind of the customers' expectations would be different from what the restaurant was actually offering them. And that was the challenge at first, teaching the customer that what they offered was a new concept, it was good also, but it was not what they expected. The opportunity was that what you're seeing in the picture, that's the molecular gastronomy I have been talking about since 5 meetings ago. And that was one of their main opportunities. Right now, they're the only place in El Paso, and actually the first one, to be offering that concept. So it's kind of it makes them unique and stand out. So that's kind of an opportunity they have. Okay, innovation. And again, that's molecular gastronomy, because it's a new concept in El Paso, and they're the only ones. So it's as good as it looks, and Will, Richard, and I tried it. And what you can see here, that's chocolate and peanut butter powder. This is fried banana. That's fish with chili and mango noodles. And this is coconut whipped cream with the steak. So yeah, really good stuff. Then we also talked about. One of the things she really focused on when she was putting out the business was really making it Thai. So most of the ingredients she used, they're imported ingredients. Her chefs, they're actually from Thailand. So her main focus was making it as thigh as possible. Okay, success and growth. Okay, that's the success part. They were, selected as the Phone vegetarian restaurant of El Paso. And growth, well, as I was talking to her, she's the owner, Sai Patuk. She has been in the market, well, her business has been in the market for less than a year, actually 8 months, I think. And she has been having such a success, she's already thinking about starting up a new location. So, to me, hearing that's kind of like impressive because they haven't been out even a year. We have been in a recession for quite a long time, and she's already thinking about putting out a new location because of her success. So I think that's pretty amazing. And well, that's basically it. Good. Here we go.